A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a striking display of defiance, El Salvador's President Nayib Bukele has firmly stated that he will not facilitate the return of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a Maryland resident who was mistakenly deported to El Salvador. This declaration came during a meeting with former President Donald Trump, where Bukele dismissed suggestions that his government should intervene to reverse the deportation as preposterous. Garcia's deportation has raised serious questions about the U.S. immigration enforcement process, particularly regarding how errors can lead to dire consequences for individuals caught in the system. Kilmar Abrego Garcia was deported to El Salvador on March 15, 2024, despite having been granted protected status by an immigration judge in 2019 that prohibited his removal. The U.S. government's justification for his deportation was rooted in claims that he was associated with the notorious MS-13 gang, a designation that Bukele's administration also recognizes. However, Garcia had never lived in New York, where the alleged gang affiliation was claimed to have originated. During the Oval Office meeting, President Bukele made it clear that he could not, and would not, smuggle Garcia back into the United States, questioning the rationale behind the request. "How can I return him to the United States? Am I going to smuggle him? Of course, I'm not going to do it," he stated emphatically. He further elaborated on his government's stance, emphasizing that he does not have the authority to return Garcia and expressing a firm opposition to releasing individuals he described as terrorists into El Salvador. The situation has become increasingly complex, as the Trump administration has argued that it is not legally obligated to ensure Garcia's return, despite a Supreme Court ruling that directed the administration to facilitate his return. Legal representatives for the administration contended that the matter falls under the realm of foreign relations, thus limiting the judiciary's ability to direct executive actions. This has left Garcia in a precarious position, caught between legal frameworks and international diplomacy, with no clear path for his return to the U.S. Garcia's plight has sparked a renewed debate over the consequences of immigration enforcement policies, particularly those enacted during the Trump administration. His family, who have been vocal advocates for his return, filed a lawsuit against the government after his deportation, citing the emotional and legal turmoil caused by the administrative error. In response to the Supreme Court's directive, a district judge had previously ordered the administration to provide updates on Garcia's status and efforts to secure his return. However, the administration's interpretation of the ruling has been contentious, with officials asserting that their obligations are limited to removing domestic obstacles, not necessarily ensuring his physical return to the U.S. As the situation unfolds, Garcia remains incarcerated in El Salvador's infamous Secote prison, a facility designed to house suspected gang members. His case highlights the broader issues within the U.S. immigration system, where individuals can be swept up in enforcement actions without due process, leading to severe consequences. The ongoing legal battles and political discussions surrounding Garcia's deportation are likely to continue, raising critical questions about the rights of immigrants and the responsibilities of governments in handling such cases. For now, Kilmar Abrego Garcia's future remains uncertain, as both the U.S. administration and the Salvadoran government appear unwilling to take the necessary steps to rectify the situation. As advocates continue to push for justice, the case serves as a stark reminder of the complexities and challenges inherent in immigration policy and enforcement. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.